I just binged watched Demon Slayer in 3 days, and I can guarantee you that some of the hidden details I found you didn't know about. I am going to cover every Hashira's darkest secrets, and at the end I will cover things you didn't know about Tanjiro, and make sure to stay tuned because his part is crazy. So starting off with Giyu Tomioka, the Lone Water Hashira. Giyu's name perfectly embodies his character. Giyu translates to righteous hero, a fitting title for a man who lives by a strict moral code. Meanwhile, his surname Tomioka combines the kanji for wealth and null. While the wealth part might not refer to money in this case, it symbolizes his rich, steadfast personality, though let's be honest, he's not exactly the chatty type to advertise it. Now, for someone as stoic as Giyu, smiles are practically mythical creatures, rare and fleeting. But here's a fun twist. The man who battles demons without flinching has a weakness, and it's simmered salmon with daikon. Picture this, a fresh plate is served and for a brief moment Giyu smiles. Yes, this formidable Hashira has a soft spot for food, proving that even demon hunters have their guilty pleasures. Who knew the path to his heart was paved with a warm meal? Giyu might be cool under pressure, but his crow, not so much. Unlike the sleek and efficient messengers you would expect from the Demon Slayer Corps, Giyu's feathered companion is, well, old. The senior bird often botches messages and drags its wing during battles, making it the avian equivalent of a dial-up connection in a high-speed world. Imagine the chaos when Giyu needs a crucial update and his crow delivers something garbled instead. Here's a fact that elevates Giyu to a league of his own. He's the only one of 2 characters to have his very own spin-off manga. Giyu Tomioka's story, this 2-part masterpiece, dives into the life before and after crossing paths with Tanjiro and Nezuko. Want to know what makes Giyu tick beyond his stoic demeanor? This spin-off explores his hidden struggles, past, and the relationships that shape his lonely path as the Water Hashira. And after Giyu comes Mitsuri Kanroji, the Love Hashira. Mitsuri's vibrant pink and green hair is as iconic as it is baffling. How did it get that way? Brace yourself. She ate 170 Sakura mochis every single day for 8 months. Yes, you heard that right. Apparently, her intense sweet tooth and her appetite, which could probably feed a small village, had some colorful consequences. Talk about letting your diet define your aesthetic. But hey, it works. Her hair is as unique and cheerful as her personality. Now, Mitsuri wields one of the most unusual and visually stunning weapons in the Demon Slayer Corps, a Nichiren sword that's not so much a sword as it is a razor-sharp whip. Inspired by the South Indian Yurumi, her blade is as graceful and predictable as her love-breathing techniques. It takes an extraordinary level of skill and flexibility to handle this weapon without slicing yourself to ribbons. But for Mitsuri, it's all in a day's work. Who knew that love could literally cut so deep? Now, if you've ever thought she's so sweet, she's probably a cat person, you're absolutely right. Mitsuri adores cats and even names some of her attacks after them, like her feline-inspired technique, Fluffy Cat Paw Crush. I mean, that's going a bit far, but she's also got a perfect bond with the fellow Hashira, Guillaume, as the two of them often chat about their shared love of cats. Their conversations must be wholesome enough to heal a broken heart. Mitsuri's heart belonged to Obanai long before she ever found the courage to confess. Her past left her with lingering fears and self-doubt, which made her hesitant to open up. But here's the kicker. Obanai felt the same way about her all along. Their story is a bittersweet testament to how love can thrive even in the face of personal demons, both literal and metaphorical. It's not hard to root for a love story where the serpent finally wins the heart of love. And of course, if we talk about Kanroji, you know we have to cover Obanai. Obanai's signature slit mouth isn't just a striking visual, it has a haunting backstory. This feature mirrors a Japanese ghost, a woman cursed with a disfigured smile who terrorizes the living. Obanai's scar reflects his tormented upbringing, where his own clan mutilated him to align with their sinister rituals. It's a physical and emotional reminder of the horrors he endured as a child. Now, love works in mysteries and sometimes hilarious ways. The first time Obanai met Mitsuri, his beloved serpent completely lost it. The normally composed snake panicked and bit Obanai, as if mirroring his master's inner turmoil. Talk about a literal love bite. Despite the embarrassing encounter, Obanai was smitten, though his awkward nature ensured he kept those feelings tightly wrapped up for quite some time. In the alternate reality of Kimetsu Kimetsu Academy, Obanai trades his sword for a lab coat as the school's prickly chemistry teacher. However, his fear of women persists, adding a touch of absurdity to his already eccentric persona. His trusty snake becomes a bizarre form of protection, coiling on his shoulder to serve as a female deterrent. If a female student dares gets too close, the snake springs into action, earning Obanai a reputation as both brilliant and bizarre. His teaching methods might be unorthodox, but you can't just deny his chemistry, well, of the academic kind. And since these two are friends, we have to hear about Sanemi Shinazugawa, the fierce wind Hashira. Beneath the hurricane force personality and a glare that could probably frighten Muzan himself, Sanemi harbors a funny soft spot, ohagi, or sweet rice cakes. But don't expect him to admit it. This tough guy would rather fight a demon barehanded than confess his love for the sticky sugary treat. Fun fact, he's even been caught sneaking into the kitchen to make them himself, though his pride would spontaneously combust if anyone called him out on it. Ever wondered why Sanemi seems to practically dare demons to come after him? The answer lies in his rare Marichi blood. It's not just any blood, it's like the top shelf, demon equivalent of fine wine. The scent alone intoxicates demons, disrupting their senses and leaving them vulnerable. In other words, Sanemi is both a skilled fighter and a living trap for his enemies. Not that he'd let you compliment him on it, of course. Now, Sanemi's character is deeply tied to the Japanese folk story, The Red Oni Who Cried. The tale tells of a red demon who sacrifices his own happiness to help his blue demon friend gain acceptance among humans. Similarly, Sanemi's rough exterior hides his willingness to sacrifice everything, even his humanity, for those he loves. His tragic past, riddled with pain and loss, makes him a complex figure who embodies the story of bittersweet themes. It's a reminder that even the fiercest winds can carry a sense of quiet, hidden sorrow, which moves us to Gyome Himejima, the gentle giant. Himejima, the stone Hashira, is an awe-inspiring paradox. Despite being blind, he is the strongest of all the Hashira, wielding his unique spiked flail and axe with unmatched precision. But his strength isn't just physical. Gyome's unyielding faith and inner calm give him a resilience few can rival. And yet this seemingly immovable giant has a surprising quirk. He's an emotional softie. The man will weep at the sight of litter on the ground, his tears flowingly free over even the smallest misfortunes. It's a testament to his kind heart, which remains untainted despite the darkness he's faced. Again, in the alternate universe of Kimetsu Academy, Gyome takes on the role of a civics teacher and a first-year homeroom advisor. His students, initially intimidated by his towering physique and stern presence, quickly discover his nurturing personality. In fact, they're so taken by his gentle guidance and cat-themed personal items that many of them accidentally call him Dad. Imagine the confusing when a line of students trails behind him shouting, "Wait, Dad, I mean Sensei." Now, here's the plot twist no one saw coming. Gyome is a massive cat lover. His belongings, everything from handkerchiefs to bookmarks, are adorned with adorable feline motifs. This love for cats extends beyond his personal life, where he and the fellow Hashira Mitsuri bond over their mutual admiration for all things feline. Picture this: the burly stone Hashira cradling a tiny kitten, tears streaming down his face as he whispers, "Such perfection exists in this world." It's moments like these that make you wonder if his immense strength is actually powered by the sheer force of his compassion. Now, Gyome's ability to perceive the world without sight is almost supernatural. Even before becoming a demon slayer, his heightened senses allowed him to avoid pranks and malicious tricks from people around him, earning him the accusations of being a liar. Imagine someone yelling, "There's no way you could abduct that water balloon, Gyome." And despite his intimidating demeanor, he's the kind of guy who plays the flute for too long and gets scolded by his grandmother. Gyome Himejima, ladies and gentlemen, a mix of terrifying strength, unwavering faith, and heartwarming wholesomeness. And finally, the moment you have all been waiting for, Tanjiro Kamado, the heart of Demon Slayer. Tanjiro's unbreakable forehead has become a running gag, but it's no joke. It's actually a family heirloom. He inherited this rock heart trait from his mother, who could apparently headbutt a tree without flinching. Well, that's how I imagine it. His forehead is so tough that even demons who've taken punches from swords find themselves rethinking their life choices after a good old Kamado headbutt. Tanjiro's name is like a poetic ode to his family legacy. His first name, meaning charcoal boy, reflects the Kamado family's trait as charcoal makers. Meanwhile, Kamado translate to furnace door, a perfect metaphor for Tanjiro's burning resolve to protect his loved ones. If names were destiny, Tanjiro hit the jackpot. This boy is literally forged in fire. Whenever happiness is destroyed, there's always the scent of blood. This chilling line isn't just a poetic musing, it's a reflection of Tanjiro's deeply tragic life. His uncanny sense of smell, which is sharper than a bloodhound's, has been both a gift and a curse. He detected the scent of death lingering over his father, grandmother, and heartbreakingly, his entire family. This ability allows him to sense emotions and danger, but it also means he can never escape the lingering stench of tragedy. Now, Tanjiro's iconic Hanafuda earrings aren't just a family's keepsake, they're a link to Yoriichi, the first sun-breathing user, and arguably the most legendary figure in Demon Slayer history. These earrings represent more than just style points. They're a symbol of hope and resilience, tying Tanjiro to the roots of the Demon Slayer core. Little did Tanjiro know, wearing these earrings would paint a target on his back. Muzan Kibutsuji doesn't just hate fashion statements, he fears them. Moreover, Dr. Dolittle, Tanjiro Kamado has entered the chat. His connection to living creatures is so profound that he can understand birds and even have full-blown conversations with them. This ability highlights his empathy and unbreakable bond with all living beings. Imagine being so kind-hearted that you can even chit-chat with sparrows. While Zenitsu, don't even get me started on this kid, panics about demon crows. Tanjiro is probably out here getting life advice from them. I don't know about you guys, but Tanjiro is my personal favorite character. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button and the subscribe button, of course. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye for now.